Leo tightened the straps of his backpack as he stepped onto the grassy plains of Theodore Roosevelt National Park. The golden sun warmed his face, and a gentle breeze rustled the tall prairie grass. Today was a perfect day for an adventure. He had read about the park's rich history and diverse wildlife, but now he was here to see it for himself. As Leo walked, he heard the rhythmic sound of hooves behind him. Turning around, he saw a strong, chestnut-colored wild horse trotting his way. The horse's dark mane flowed as he came to a stop. "Hey there, I'm Dakota. What brings you to our beautiful park?" he asked with a friendly whinny. Leo grinned. "Hi, Dakota. I'm here to explore. I want to learn all about this place." Dakota nodded. "Then you're in the right spot. There's so much history and nature to discover here. Let's go!" Leo followed Dakota across the open plains. Soon, they spotted a herd of bison grazing nearby. The massive creatures had shaggy brown fur and curved horns. "Wow, those bison are huge," Leo said in awe. Dakota nodded. "They are. Bison have lived here for thousands of years. Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th President of the United States, helped protect them when their numbers were getting low. Thanks to conservation efforts, they still roam free today." Leo smiled. "That's amazing! So he really cared about nature?" "Absolutely," Dakota said. "This whole park is here because of him. He fell in love with the Badlands when he came here in the 1880s. He saw how important it was to protect nature and started working to preserve lands like this for future generations." Leo looked at the rolling hills and rugged cliffs in the distance. "It's incredible that we can still see this place the way it was back then." As they walked, Leo noticed large rock formations in the distance with layers of different colors. "Why do the rocks have stripes?" he asked. Dakota smiled. "Good question. Those layers are different types of sediment that built up over millions of years. The red ones have iron, and the gray ones were formed from ancient mud. Each layer tells a story about the past." Leo ran his hand along the rock's surface. "So the land is like a history book?" "Exactly. And guess what? This park is also famous for fossils. Scientists have found the bones of ancient creatures here, like rhino-like animals and tiny prehistoric horses." Leo's eyes widened. "Tiny horses? Like the size of a dog?" Dakota nodded. "Yep. They lived here long before the wild horses like me." Just then, Leo heard a high-pitched chirping sound. He turned to see small animals popping in and out of the ground. "Prairie dogs!" he exclaimed. One prairie dog scurried up and waved. "Hi there! We dig tunnels all over the prairie. Our burrows help the land by keeping the soil healthy and letting air and water reach the roots of plants." Leo crouched down. "So you're like little farmers, helping the ecosystem?" The prairie dog grinned. "Exactly. We also provide food for other animals, like hawks and coyotes. Everything in the park is connected." Leo nodded thoughtfully. "That's really cool." Moving on, Dakota led Leo toward a winding river. The water sparkled in the sunlight, and ducks floated lazily along the surface. "This river is super important," Dakota explained. "It gives water to all the animals and plants in the park. Without it, life here would be very different." Leo dipped his fingers in the cool water. "It's like the park's lifeline." They continued walking until they reached a ridge overlooking the valley. Below, herds of elk grazed in the distance. "Elk are another important part of the park's ecosystem," Dakota said. "They move with the seasons, searching for food and shelter." Leo watched as an elk lifted its head, its antlers towering above the grass. "I never knew there were so many different animals living here." Dakota nodded. "That's why it's so important to protect this land. Every animal, plant, and rock plays a role in keeping the park healthy." As the sun dipped lower in the sky, Leo and Dakota climbed to a hilltop for one last view of the landscape. The sky turned shades of pink and orange, casting a golden glow over the rugged hills. "This place is magical," Leo whispered. Dakota smiled. "It really is. And thanks to people like Theodore Roosevelt, it will stay wild and free forever." Leo took a deep breath of the fresh prairie air. "I'm so glad I got to explore it with you, Dakota. I've learned so much today." Dakota whinnied happily. "Come back anytime. There are always more adventures waiting in Theodore Roosevelt National Park." As they headed back toward the trail, Leo felt a deep appreciation for the wild beauty around him. He knew he would always remember this incredible day, and that he would return to explore even more of the park's wonders.